In the last video, we have seen the structure of the heart and how it works. Today, we will discuss the topic double circulation. As we know, in case of higher organisms like apes and mammals, the circulation of the blood throughout the body is known as double circulation. What is the meaning of double circulation? Double circulation is the passage of the blood twice the heart during one complete cycle in the body. The blood which enters into the heart moves from it, and again it is sent to the different part of the body, and finally when the same blood is being received by that part of the heart during that complete journey, this blood passes twice through the heart. That's why it is known as double circulation. Let us discuss how. All of us knows that the right auricle of the heart receives deoxygenated blood from the different part of the body through the superior and the inferior vena cava. When this right auricle contract, the deoxygenated blood, this is the deoxygenated blood, it is being sent to the right ventricle. Again, when right ventricle contract, the deoxygenated blood is being sent through the pulmonary artery to the lungs. So it is being sent to the lungs, both the respective lungs. So, in short, we can say, first of all, the deoxygenated blood is being received by the heart, and this type of the blood is deoxygenated, and this deoxygenated blood is being sent through the pulmonary artery, and that is being sent to the lungs. It is being sent from the heart to the lungs through the pulmonary artery, and after reaching to the lungs, the deoxygenated blood becomes oxygenated, and this oxygenated blood is again being sent to the heart. Oxygenated blood, it is being again sent to the heart through the pulmonary vein. What we have discussed? Right auricle receives deoxygenated blood. It is being sent to the right ventricle. When right ventricle contracts, the deoxygenated blood passes through the pulmonary artery and is being sent to the lungs. After reaching the lungs, the gaseous exchange takes place and the blood becomes oxygenated, and from here again the heart will receive this blood from the lungs through the pulmonary vein. So the blood has moved from the heart, passes through the lungs, become oxygenated, and again is being received by the heart through the pulmonary vein. So it shows one complete cycle. The same the blood that enters into the heart, that was deoxygenated, it goes to the lungs. Here oxygenation takes place, and again this oxygenated blood is being received by the heart. So this type of the circulation, in which the deoxygenated blood is being sent from the heart to the lungs for its purification, and again it is being sent to the heart, but this time the left auricle part of the heart is going to receive this. This circulation is known as pulmonary circulation. It is called as pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary term is used for lungs. So this is the pulmonary circulation, and the significance of this pulmonary circulation, it makes the deoxygenated blood into oxygenated blood. That means it helps in the purification of the blood. Now, this is the first cycle. During the next cycle, what we have discussed, again the oxygenated blood is being received by the heart. This is the heart. So again the heart receives the blood. But which type of blood is being received by the heart? Oxygenated. Which part of the heart is going to receive the blood? The left auricle. Now this left auricle contracts and the blood enters into left ventricle. We know left ventricle is the smallest chamber and is covered by the muscles which are highly thicker to maintain the high pressure. Now when the left ventricle contracts, the oxygenated blood enters into the largest artery known as aorta. So in short we can say the heart, it receives the blood and this blood, that is the oxygenated blood, is being sent from here through the aorta. This aorta further after reaching to the different parts of the body get divided into arteries, and these arteries further divides to form the capillaries, and there it reaches to the different parts of body, and the further gaseous exchange as well as the exchange of the material between the blood and the different cells or the tissues takes place by forming the capillary. And after giving oxygen, the blood is going to receive this type of blood. It will receive carbon dioxide, and now the blood become deoxygenated. The deoxygenated blood, and this deoxygenated blood will come from different part of the body, and finally all of them, they join together through the inferior and superior vena cava, and again this deoxygenated blood is being poured into the heart, so through the vena cava. So this is the second complete cycle. During this cycle we have discussed that the left auricle of the heart receive oxygenated blood. When it contracts, it is being transferred to the left ventricle. When left ventricle contracts, the oxygenated blood enters into the aorta. Through aorta, it divides and forms capillaries. Through the capillaries, that oxygenated blood is being sent to the different part of the body where the gaseous exchange takes place in between the blood and the different parts of the body through the capillary formation, and in from here the blood will give oxygen, and in turn it will take carbon dioxide, hence it becomes deoxygenated. After it, through the veins of the different part of the body, the deoxygenated blood will come toward the heart, and they will enter into the heart, right auricle of the heart, through the inferior and the superior vena cava. So this is the second cycle, complete cycle through which the flow of the blood takes place, and this cycle is known as systemic circulation. So this is the second circulation. Systemic circulation is the circulation during which the oxygenated blood from the heart is being transferred to the different part of the body, and after distributing this oxygen to the different part of the body, again the deoxygenated blood is being carried through the different veins and poured into the heart. So this is the systemic circulation. The significance of the systemic circulation is it helps to provide oxygen to different parts of the body, and in turn brings the deoxygenated blood. So here we have seen the same blood, that was the deoxygenated blood that had entered into the auricle. Again, after passing through the different part of the body, when it again is being received by the right auricle, during this journey it passes twice the heart, hence this event is known as double circulation. Now, what is the significance of double circulation? The significance of the double circulation is it helps to separate the oxygenated blood and the deoxygenated blood, hence it helps to increase the efficiency of any organism. Thank you.